What's up, guys? It's Christopher. You may know me as Cree of the Redmire Bay, and I am not a pirate. Thanks for tuning in to Week 8 of the Sleight of Hand podcast. Your input and reviews have been a treasure to us, so please leave a review on iTunes. We also love to hear from you, whether it be on Facebook, Instagram, or by message in a bottle. Please enjoy Episode 8, A Zediac Gets Its Wings.
Alright, guys, another week of playing. Episode 8.
Yeah, it's been a whole week.
A whole spanking week.
I feel like a week older.
Dude, I was thinking the other day, what got me into D&D? And I grew up basically watching my dad play Diablo, Baldur's Gate, and heard rumors that he's played D&D as a child, and I only got confirmation from this story from my grandmother that she told me she used to help him paint minis when he was a kid. I was like, that is awesome.
Awesome.
I actually didn't get into D&D until I watched Stranger Things, and I just think the way that they wrote that show and how they created the game to come to life to be the story really made me fall in love. And now it kind of ties back to all these Dragonlance books my dad had. I'd always look through them and not know what they were, and I'm like, these are tabletop games. I thought it was cool. So yeah, I've only been playing for 3 or 4 years since the first season came out, but I'm glad to be doing this podcast and trying to make something of it. Anyone else have any cool stories of when they started playing or how they got into D&D?
Yeah, I started back with Pathfinder in 3.5, and it was just all my friends were like, "Hey, let's do some D&D," and I'm like, I've heard of that, but never wanted to play it really. Mm-hmm. And the DM at the time was a friend of mine who's has a couple books he's written, and he's really good at telling stories. So I made this dwarf monk who was an herbalist. So it was kind of like me being this. Everyone in my group was always telling me that I'm like a dwarf, short, stout. Yeah. And I do martial arts, and I'm doing all this, acupuncture and healing stuff. So it was kind of just me.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally fell in love with it.
That's pretty cool. The very first time I played was with Derek, and I DM'd the first time ever playing because I was so scared that people were going to suck at telling stories that I'm just like, well, I don't know what the rules are, but I'm telling the story. That's basically how my outlook was. Looking back, I was not... I don't claim to be a good DM now, but I was like, I did not know what I was doing. Definitely. But I think that's part of the fun of the game is the imagination part first. Mm-hmm. So, definitely. Derek, did you start playing around the same time as me, or did you play a little bit before that?
I probably played probably a year before you with other friends, and then just nagging you to play.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. And
that campaign's actually still going on to this day.
I know, that's awesome. Isaiah, have you been playing for a while?
I've been playing for probably...
Through high school?
Junior in high school, so what is that now? 5 years, I think? No, 4 years. Yeah. 4 years.
Wow. Really? Man.
It's been more than 5 years since I've been in high school.
Same here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm the youngest one here, by the way.
He's the face of the podcast.
Yeah. And it was my core friend group. We had a YouTube channel that was kind of up. And so that kind of brought us together, and you're like, you know what? Let's play some D&D, and if it goes well, we thought, hey, maybe we could record it also. Never got to that, because we just did more video game stuff. And actually, it didn't start off with D&D. It started off with Shadowrun, which is like a cyberpunk RPG.
Is awesome.
It's really cool, and I love the world and how it's futuristic. It's like Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Like the world setup.
It's a very cyberpunk
magic
kind of feel
going on. But it just got bogged down with the amount of dice you would have to roll each time, because you'd have to roll 20 d6s. It'd be okay, count all the 6s you got. And so it just kind of got muddied with
the dice rolling, and you couldn't really progress too fast.
It's like casting fireball every time.
Yeah, for any attack
Yeah.
or any action.
You're like, I'm gonna stab with my dagger. Okay, fireball.
Yeah. And so then that kind of died off. We did like a bunch of like one shots. We tried to get a story going, but it just wasn't happening. It was going too slow. Then we moved over to D&D probably senior year, a year later. And then we've been playing a continuous game ever since then.
Yeah, I think if I could go back in time, I wish I would have started doing one-shots, because I think it's a great opportunity to introduce someone without it being this heavy commitment of doing a campaign.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, oh, I want to try this game out. Oh yeah, well these usually go like 1 to 5 years. Like, you're like,
No.
I don't know if I want to make that commitment. You're
And
like,
you can start at a little higher level, so you get
Yeah.
to do some of the cool stuff. You're not like,
Yeah.
a single, level 1 sorcerer, and you have to run away from goblins anytime anything looks at you bad, because you're gonna die.
Yeah, basically a one-shot is a great way to test out character. So, how about you, Christopher?
I'm it's funny because when I sit around with everyone here, I have so much fun, and I feel like I'm so inexperienced, and then I hear how long you guys have actually been playing, and go like, actually, I've been playing a long time. I started playing about 3 years ago when I moved up to Chico. I was separated, obviously, from my best friend back in Folsom, and to stay in contact, we would play. She was gracious enough to invite me into a campaign that had already been going for about 2 years with her and her friends online, and now we are at year 4 with me at my second or third year. I've kind of lost track, and I've been doing that consistently for a while, and I've just kind of loved it. It's funny that for a guy that has acted in front of hundreds, almost thousands of people, done theater and singing and all kinds of other stuff, that I'm so out of my wits when it comes to improv and being around people that I know and love and trust in a group setting like this. So I've been loving it because it just forces me out of my shell and forces me to be just quick in thinking rather than simply just following a script and being super charismatic. So
Yeah, it definitely puts you out of your comfort zone, especially as a DM too. It's like minimal prepping for the town, and the reason why I think it's hard for any DM when you're in a huge, vast city to really tighten down on prep. I think it's easier when you're out in the wilderness or you're traveling on a path. There's only so many places you can go. It's very easy to pre-write and pre-script. So this is definitely, these last couple episodes have really like pushed me, and I've kind of enjoyed it. So
You never
Still
expect someone to
murdered
just
someone.
You're in the middle of a crowd. I want to kill them. What?
yeah, exactly.
I
like
mean,
that
I roll
situation.
for it.
Yeah. And Thomas, you've been playing.
You have the ability.
About 3 years now.
Same.
I started
Same amount
playing
of
the Star Wars tabletop.
Yeah.
Rebellion. I've played Pathfinder. I've played D&D. I've played a weird little tabletop called Atomic Highway. I kind of became the person you call if you just want chaos introduced into your session, because no matter what, I derail campaigns and I go be a pirate.
Yeah, there you go.
Is that why you took Wild Magic?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why you're dying today. No, just kidding. No,
Never say never.
I've actually heard a lot of feedback about the character Johnny in general and how people have thought that he is really funny and entertaining, and it brings a interesting aspect to the table of these kind of hardened, serious kind of people. And I really
Comic relief,
like
man.
that dynamic on the table. I think that that's great.
How does Zediac feel?
Zediac is the most serious, like, no fun character I've ever
Yeah.
played. I remember...
He's like a grumpy cat meme.
Yeah.
I had fun once.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. Yeah.
It's one of the, like, the last character that I played was this my dwarf that I played. He I remember getting into a drinking contest with my brother-in-law, and we were just sitting there rolling dice, and then my brother-in-law, who's playing a half orc, tried to pickpocket me, and I nat one on the perception check to notice, and he stole some of my herbs and spiked my drink, and it just completely devolved into that, and it was a lot more loose and fun, and Zediac's been a little tough for me to play because he's just so
Reserved.
reserved and no nonsense.
Yeah. He's like, kind of reminds me of like a hardened soldier. They come back and they just like barely talk to their family, and they're just really like just tough, and like don't show a lot of emotion. That's kind of like how I feel. But anyways, I definitely successfully stalled for quite a bit of time. But we left off at kind of serious situation. The librarian hanging in a cathedral.
Yeah,
Colonel Mustard.
no biggie.
Smells like blood. It is all wrecked.
Do all of us notice that she's...
So initially, I think it was it Zediac and Johnny that rolled the big boys, and they noticed, and then I'm sure you all told them. Though everyone smells the smell, but you guys
But
were
recognize
perceptive
what it
enough
is.
to look up first.
How high above, and is there anything near the
So
body?
I would say that it is a 4-story building, but I'd say it's probably like 20 feet gaps per level. So it's 20 feet up. Like you wouldn't be able to cut her down or anything unless you went to the
I'll
next
say
story.
Kree will want to try and cut her down as soon as he can.
Okay.
So, but
I mean, if you want to catch her, I can Eldritch Blast the rope.
at this point, without asking, he's already trying to go upstairs. But you can yell at Kree if you want.
Okay. So Kree, you kind of head into the building further to the left. You notice that there's steps going up. Zediac wants to say something.
I was gonna say, my detect magic is up. Am I getting anything as we walk into the room? And now I'm seeing a dead body. Like, is there any magical anything going on within 30 feet of me?
Yes.
Okay.
Same feeling as you felt before.
The necromantic magic.
Yeah.
Am I about to just
I would
cut down?
I would yell, Kree, stay here.
First step on the on the first step.
Obviously something's not right, but there's something going on here. Is it a general aura, or do I have a specific direction because it gives me an aura around?
Yeah, it's aura all around.
It's just everywhere. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut myself with the whip and activate it,
Okay.
and I'm on edge, waiting for something to come out. Basically, I'm looking around.
All right. And you feel another drip of the blood from the body above you hit you on the shoulder.
Prestidigitation.
Let me clean that for you.
I'll walk farther in the cathedral a little bit and look around.
So, and as you move forward, the focus starts to become behind you a little bit more.
And up.
And up.
And up. Okay. So there's something wrong with that body.
It's dead.
It might not be dead all the way.
You're right. We should
Are
throw
we-
something at it.
How far away is it from me?
So if you moved like 15 feet up, so it's 15 feet back and 20 feet in the air
It's 20
to
feet in the air.
the bottom of her feet.
So if we use the
Are we-
Pythagorean
are we-
theorem,
We can. A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
I can't reach her. I had
Do you want me to blast it?
keep an eye on it, but we need to not get distracted by this for now. There's enough of us to we can check the room out a little bit and see if there's anything.
Wow, Zediac.
Just
I'll keep an eye on the body.
right now.
Grave domain.
Wow, I'm assuming that it's leveled floors with balconies. I can look into the center of the library.
Yep.
In that sense, while Zediac is busy looking at that, Kree does go up the flight of stairs to get a better vantage point of the entire area,
Okay.
almost like a crow's nest.
Yeah. So you get to the top of the next level, and you see more of what you did downstairs. Books. But now you're like in the first stage of the library. You see bookshelves just kind of pushed over. You see that the blood was kind of dragged. The body looked like it was dragged and then thrown over. So she was probably dead before she was hung.
Okay.
Roll a perception check for me. Roll with advantage.
Because, 10. So that would be
So
an
roll it
additional... Oh, okay.
course, you roll high when you get 2 rolls. 24.
24.
I
You
see
look-
all with my one eye.
Yeah. So you look over, you see the body, and you look over to where the pew is and the altar of candles, and you see that their pew is kind of set sideways but not knocked over, and that there was a rug back there that's kind of rolled up, and that there's a hatch flipped open. You also notice as you look back to your party, you see that the girl's hands are kind of like flickering.
The body.
The body.
Yeah. I'm gonna use Eyes of the Grave.
Okay, what's that do?
You gain the ability to occasionally sense the presence of undead who exists in an insult to a natural cycle of life. As an action, you can open your eyes awareness to magically detect undead. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any undead within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover and that isn't protected by from divination of magic.
Is that a cantrip?
That is
It's a
first
class ability.
A class ability.
Oh, yeah.
So you cast this ability and you detect that she is undead.
Alright. Quietly, who's closest to her?
Probably us
Me.
two. I don't know where Johnny would be
Tap
going.
Zediac and go and point up.
And he's probably like, yeah.
And then mouth the words undead.
Right. I'll cast Toll the Dead on her then.
Okay. And that does.
Dum, dum.
It's a Wisdom saving throw
Okay.
for the creature.
So the girl's going on the roll. Is it, what's the DC on it?
You said 13 last time?
No, it's DC 14.
14. 14. That's right. We look at that.
Ooh, -2. She rolls a 10. She fails.
Takes a D8 of necrotic damage. 8.
Nice.
Okay. She takes 8 points of necrotic damage, and at this point, it starts to surge through her body, and you just kind of see her eyes open, and they're bloodshot. And she appears to look almost like zombified. Roll for initiative.
There it is.
That's better.
Come on, J-Tex.
Alright, we'll take it.
I was like, I know I have something for this scenario, but I forgot what it was called.
7.
7.
14.
Fired.
14 for Stella.
12 for Adam.
12 for Adam. What did you say?
10 for Cree.
10 for Creed. Johnny?
13.
Hey.
Johnny. And then,
first.
what was Zediac?
7.
7. Okay.
It's okay, I got to go before
You
anybody.
got the pre-initiative action. It's like you went first.
Did I sense anything else? Did I sense anything else, or is it just
No.
the girl above us?
Girl above us. The girl above us.
They might
So-
find total cover.
Good, yeah.
She now that the necrotic damage goes through her body, she starts to kind of like animate, surge to life, and she reaches up to the rope to like try to pull it off, and it kind of rips through her neck, and her head pops off, and she pops down to the ground. And she goes to kind of like claw at Estella at a disadvantage because obviously she doesn't have a head anymore. So does a 7 hit? No.
Yes.
And that will complete the zombie librarian's turn. Estella.
Alright, then we're going to use...
Roll 2d20 at advantage.
Me?
It's a headless body.
This
Four.
Can you say that again?
A 4?
Yeah.
With advantage?
Yeah, they're both fours.
All right. You miss.
But what did I miss with what? I didn't do anything.
Well, I told you to roll with advantage to hit.
I didn't say I was doing anything yet.
Oh, then why'd you roll and waste that? Unless
You
you're
told me
count it.
to. I said I'm going to, and you said roll 2d20 with advantage. I was like,
Oh.
okay.
Oh, my bad. We'll just carry it over to what you're doing.
What's a 4 or a 4?
Yeah, I was like, what is it called?
Take a flame?
No, I'm sorry. I legit thought I was looking at it just a second ago.
And that DM guy distracted you.
Just a word conversion target. No. Was it 3? No. I'm sorry, guys. Is it gentle? You know what? Let's just use guiding bolt on it.
Okay.
What a note.
So do you want to reroll on this?
You can re-roll.
I thought I had a thing that like pushed it
Yeah,
away, but I
no.
forget what the spell was called.
Thunderwave?
No, it was like something for specifically undead.
No.
Well, there's
Turn
channel
undead?
divinity, which turns undead, but it won't push it away.
Is it path? No. Yeah, it's turn undead. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna use turn undead. When a cleric casts turn undead, he or she pushes any undead with a nearby area of 5 feet radius back at least 15 feet, perhaps further depending on the cleric's strength, personality. So, push this thing 15 feet away.
Okay.
Undead caught in the blast are momentarily paralyzed or at the very least seared by severe light of the prayer.
Okay. Is it radiant damage? What is it?
Is channel divinity, so
It's
doesn't
just a push.
Yeah.
It doesn't damage them
Okay.
unless they hit
Do
something.
I roll to save?
it does not say, it just says it happens.
Okay.
So it's 15 feet away from me,
Okay.
and I'm going to use my
So you push it towards the doors, basically.
sure. I'm going to use my 30 feet, or I'll use 20 feet to move back.
Okay. So you move into the room more.
Yes,
Okay. Does that complete your turn?
that does.
Johnny.
Johnny's going to get within range and use the Tides of Chaos to gain an advantage on an attack roll to use Witch Bolt,
All right.
which is a sorcerer spell.
I'm
Which is
so happy I'm on the second
In here.
floor.
the Skull Crusher. You want to explain to the listeners what's about to happen?
After this attack hopefully lands, we get to get some wild magic.
Oh man. Do you have the wild magic chart up? Man.
It's nice knowing
So that'll be a
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
19 plus some stuff to hit with Witch Bolt.
You hit.
Crazy. Who knew?
Yeah. Yep, here we go.
So just letting you know.
1 lightning damage.
All right.
Are we rolling for wild magic, DM?
We are.
Just letting you know. That right there where it says you can.
This is a bonus action to maintain that damage. Does that count for wild
That's from
magic
the
each time you
install.
do
No,
damage?
because it's every.
It's only the cast.
Yes.
If that comes to effect.
87.
87.
You
That'll
cast
be-
fly.
You cast fly on a random creature within 60 feet of you.
On a random
All right.
creature.
Well, then we're going to do this.
That could be any
D6.
one of us.
It'd be a
Yeah.
D6.
Or the zombie.
So we'll
What is
roll a
that?
d10. Thomas, you're 1, 2.
Or you could do a
Three.
D6.
do
3,
do
4.
D6 because the
Yeah.
zombie's there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We'll do a d6.
So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, zombie 6.
All right. 3.
Hey! He can fly! He can
Fly!
Zediac.
He can fly! He can
Okay.
How many rounds does that last?
A while.
Oh,
As long as the fly spell lasts, I suppose.
Yeah.
I'll look it up real quick since it's me.
Who's it?
Probably like a minute.
You feel light in the feet.
Tell me, what does the top of the building look like?
Yes. Wow, they painted it really
I
nice
guess-
up here.
10 minutes.
Yeah, I get
Wow.
to do for 10 minutes.
They have 60 feet of flying.
Alrighty.
Right? 60 feet?
Does that complete your turn, Johnny?
Yes, it does.
60
Just
feet.
double your movement and you can fly. How do you feel?
Shade Crest.
Shade Crest.
It is your turn.
Do I see Zediac just start to like kind of
Yeah,
float
yeah.
a little bit?
Feet come off the ground, yeah.
The zombie's magic is powerful. We need to eliminate it fast. And he's gonna long journey, lend me your strength. And he's gonna run in and try to smack.
Did he just ask his horse to give him his strength?
Is your horse even with you?
No, it's at the
Yeah, I'm
stable
like,
at
what?
the manor. He's gonna run in. Run
trying to
in.
do this,
Or,
boys.
how far is it away from Adam?
It's
Cause-
15 feet.
Yeah, you guys are all within range.
Okay, so he's gonna run forward a little bit.
Yeah.
And then try to stab at it with his rapier. That's probably gonna miss with a 10 to hit.
You hit.
Oh, I hit. Okay. And that's
I mean, it's headless and undead.
That's true. Oh, would it have been with advantage?
Yeah, but you hit.
Okay.
You want to
Yeah,
roll and try to get a critical?
Yeah. 19.
Oh, that
I
was
didn't
so
count.
close.
If I cast Hexblade's Ghost on it, it would have critted, but I didn't.
Oh, man.
And I won't. But it is still. Ooh, that's a 6 plus 5, 11 points of magical piercing damage.
All right. That's what he makes noise.
The head's
Creep.
like the head is somewhere else making noise. But
Yeah.
The body's getting
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, if it's headless, where do the eyes pop out at?
no question.
Did the head just start rolling towards the door then?
Yeah, I think the body parts just like float to the door.
Alrighty.
Head gets attack of opportunity.
Bite attack.
Kree has never seen a zombie. Kree is quite confused. Kree is going to slightly move around on the balcony. He's atop from, pull out his crossbow and aim it at the headless corpse.
Okay.
We got 14 to hit.
Hits.
Yay.
You
At
want to roll another
advantage.
one?
Yeah,
See if you crit.
sure. Don't crit.
Okay.
Alrighty, we got.
Do you need d6s?
I have d6s. 2, with it being slight. I mean, it's kind of a sneak attack, but also
We have
essentially
advantage.
at this point we have
Yeah.
advantage. So
Yeah.
do you
She
want?
can't see you.
No, she can't. So 4, 9 piercing damage. The bolts.
So, your bolt pierces the body, and the body is no longer animated or moving. Just the head.
Oh.
Zediac,
That was my turn.
you play golf?
I've got actually a better idea.
All right.
I'm going to float 15 feet up, kind of in a diagonal to the head.
Yeah.
I would like to cast Lightning Lure. The head would have to succeed in a strength saving throw or be pulled 10 feet towards me, and then when it comes past me, it's going to take 8 d8 lightning damage, and then I'm going to let it keep going.
Oh, dude. So what do I have to roll?
Strength saving throw on a head.
Yeah, what do you
I don't know how you're going to want to play that, but
I'm just gonna play
-4.
It's gonna be a disadvantage.
What did this poor librarian do to
And
you?
it's got.
Be dead.
I'm just gonna do the negative instead of the plus on the strength. So a 3.
okay, yeah, it's going to take, as it whizzes past me,
Okay.
8 lightning damage.
So this head gets connected to this like whip of lightning and lures up to you. As it comes by you, it just explodes, spraying onto the like the pews and all over the chairs kind of raining atop all of the sitting section.
Cool.
And you get a point of inspiration.
Woo!
That was very creative. That's cool. All right.
2.
Nice.
And that concludes
This
our
session.
librarian.
Good job, boys.
Alright, great campaign.
We beat the final boss.
You just killed the sexy librarian! No!
I would like to, because I still technically have Detect Magic up, I'd like to fly to the middle of the room.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like hovering in the middle of
Yeah.
the chapel.
Yeah, I'm still keeping that undead thing up.
Zediac, you're flying!
I noticed.
Do that.
Zediac, you feel it coming from the stage area, but you, now that you're in the air and at the same height as Kree, can see what he saw, the hatch and the rug and all that.
Mm-hmm. And it's just coming from the opening.
Yep.
All right. Since I'm technically not alone right now, I'm gonna fly because I got 60 feet of movement. I want to go just down the hatch, and then I'll just land.
Okay. So
Superhero
you
lady.
land and go into the hatch, basically?
Yeah,
Okay. So you roll a perception check.
as I'm flying through the hatch. 19.
19. Okay. So you land.
13. 3 times in a row with this dice.
You see the shelf that you don't know this, but you notice this, that he grabbed the potions off of. There's still 2 healing potions sitting on that shelf.
I'm definitely going to take those if I get a chance.
Yeah. So you land, you see the shelf, then you see the hatch, and it's a spiral stone stairway case going down the secret hatch.
Okay.
What do you do?
I'll just yell back to everybody, follow me. And I'm gonna pocket those
Okay.
potions.
Does this spiral staircase have a guardrail on it?
No.
Dang it.
Are you gonna slide down the...
Are you going to whip out your skateboard?
Ready to Nar.
Alright, so I'm assuming we're all kind of like hoofing it towards the hatch.
Yep.
Since he's flying at 60 feet.
Yeah, and you guys kind of have to climb over like broken pews and stuff. So you guys all get to the hatch, and you all travel down, and you get to a metal gate, and the gate is locked.
Kree. I'm just gonna assume you know how to handle these types of obstacles.
I should.
I should.
I remember reading something about that.
I remember in my rogue days of picking locks.
Oh gosh. But where are my notes?
You have thieves' tools?
I do have thief tools.
That's it.
Yep, that's all you need.
That's all I need?
Yep.
No rolls, no nothing?
Oh,
Well,
you
you
need
have
to
to
roll.
Okay.
My thieves' tool is a boot. Breaks just about every lock I ever
I
seen.
mean, if it's metal, you could also use your breath. 16. Would you want any other bonuses like sleight of hand or anything like that?
Nope.
Nope. Alright, 16.
So
If you're proficient
You-
with it, you get to add your dexterity. It's a dexterity save, if you're proficient with dexterity saves or checks.
Alright.
yeah, and you successfully get the lock after quite some time working at it. That you get it picked, and it opens.
That's good.
You want
So,
to roll a?
Is the tunnel was that door blocking me seeing through the tunnel?
No.
So I could see that.
you can still see it. It's like a grated gate door.
Okay, how far down the tunnel can I see, or is that was to get to the staircase?
So you get down the staircase,
Down the stair- and then-
come
yeah.
to a gate,
And
very well torch lit hallway. You see, it's almost like a secret passage, 80 feet down, and then It's got 3 splits, center and then 1 left and 1 to the right. And you see like 2 doors on each side of this hallway prior to the intersection.
Okay. I will use my 60 feet of movement to fly down the... I'm just going to leave you guys in the dust. Fly down to the first set of doors, and I'll hang out, wait for everybody to catch up there. But do I hear anything through the doors?
Yes. So as you get 33 through the hall, you hear a... and you trigger something.
Flying through the air?
Yep.
Great.
This magical force fields.
You get hit with you hear 4 darts and you get hit with 2 of them. You take 3 damage piercing.
Oh, yeah, fine.
And then after you get through, you hear it rewind.
Oh gosh.
Do these tunnels look like the tunnels that were beneath the manor?
Similar, but these are a lot wider and a little bit more like nice architecture. Maybe this is a because it's under the cathedral, you know, it's a hideout or something like that. What do you guys do seeing that these darts shot out of the wall basically at Zediac?
Did to go investigate the wall and see if I can figure out where the darts came from.
Yeah.
Like specifically where the openings
I
are.
think it came from this hole. Just shot me.
Johnny, as you walk up to investigate, everyone that's trailing behind you, roll perception.
19.
Yes. I'm not doing good tonight.
You hear muffled voices coming from one of the doors.
That Zediac's app? Or
No, you. You guys are all walking up to a door. On the right-hand side of the door, before where the darts shot off, you hear a voice coming from that room.
Or just hear the sound of voices
Yeah,
now.
muffled.
Huh.
I think I hear some people behind that door. Use message. Tell Zediac.
I cast a message and I tell Zediac, hey, they hear voices back there. Behind
Okay,
the
so I pass the doors?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're like at the intersection, the T.
Oh, okay, no, I wanted to go up to the doors and wait for everybody.
Oh,
Too late.
too late. You got shot. You said 60 feet, and I was like, well, the hall's like basically 80 feet, so you like passed all the doors. So that's how I read that.
Okay, I'll take it. That's fine.
All right.
All right.
Well, I'm not going to go back, so...
What do you do, Adam?
Cree. Well, I guess real quick, let me interject. Can I, now that I know there's a trap there,
Yeah.
can I like look and see what I hit as I flew by it? Is there
Yeah.
like a...
Yeah. So, you don't even have to roll for it at this time. So you see that there's like almost like fishing twine that's kind of ran vertically. There's 3 of them vertically coming from the ceiling into like little pipe holes in the brick path. And you just kind of like hit it and it shot it. And then you heard that and now those strings have retightened.
Okay. Did I break one so there's only 2 strings left?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to say to Adam, 1 second, and I want to take my whip out from 10 feet away and cut the strings.
Okay.
Roll for it? Or?
You don't have to roll for it.
Okay.
No. So,
Just sitting there for 5 minutes like,
Eventually.
so Zediac, you whip and you cut these, and all of a sudden you just hear, and you trigger the other 8 darts essentially, and they just kind of like break off into the wall. You now hear the voices stop talking, like they hear some noises. You hear the doors start to creak open. What are you guys doing?
I'm flying back.
Yeah.
So
Is the door like facing us?
Yeah,
it's a hallway. It's a hallway.
it's a
Well,
hallway.
because I don't know, like, if it's like on the side.
Yeah, it's to your right.
Okay, so it's like right there.
First door on the right. Yep.
I want to go pick up all those darts.
Is there any? Are we trying to hide?
Yeah, like,
Are we? Is there like ways for us to hide
You
behind
can
stuff?
go into one of the other mystery rooms.
All right, I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
So anyone who's in 30 feet of me gets 10 bonus to our dexterity stealth checks. So
Everyone
go
roll a stealth right now.
yep, we're all trying to hide. Thank goodness.
I don't know if I'd be there yet.
You're so far away
looking
though
back.
that you could just like walk into one of the.
Even if you're
hallways.
halfway, it's 30 feet of me.
Well, all I know about is that there's voices in that room.
Yeah.
I got an 18. I'm invisible.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide in.
Sorry, I got 20. Unnatural 20.
We got 16
Plus 10.
I got unnatural 30.
You are invisible.
I'm invisible.
You got half that. 15.
In this moment, you guys are all kind of either have dispersed into what the little bit of shadows there are. Zediac,
I'm still in
you're
the hallway.
60 feet down the hallway.
If possible, Adam would have gone into like the right before the gate.
Yeah. Okay. The door opens, and you see two men in the same hoods that you saw Brother Snork and the people at the festival wearing walk out in the hallway.
To them.
Two of them. And they are looking around, and they're kind of like, what was that noise?
I think that would be a good time to cast Hold Person.
Okay.
It would be a.
So much for our sneaking.
Yeah.
Well, they can't do anything when they're frozen.
Can you hold one person or two?
Both of them. Because I have to upcast it because I'm a warlock. Wisdom saving throw. And it's 60 feet. And then if they
What
fail,
type of condition is it?
paralyzed.
Okay. And it's a wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw. And that would be second.
What's the save? What's the number?
14.
I'm still gonna be hiding during all this.
Yeah, you're fine. So, one of them rolled a natural 20 and one of them rolled a natural 1. So you freeze one of them.
Uh-huh.
And the other one looks over. He's like, what is wrong? And, what are you thinking right now?
I was just trying. Something along those lines.
I'm still barreling towards them because I was moving back towards them, so they're probably gonna end up running into them pretty soon.
Yeah. But like your character, what is he thinking right now?
He's thinking we should capture at least one of them. Hitting both of them with it would have been nice.
Yeah.
So now the one that's not paralyzed, he's probably gonna try to kill or subdue, since the other one's paralyzed currently.
Okay. So in this moment, you see the one that's not frozen say out loud, "You're not going to be able to capture us." And roll for initiative. What'd you get?
4.
Creep.
14.
Wow, big spender. Adam.
6.
Not as big of a spender.
Nah.
Johnny.
16.
Wow.
There we go.
Estella.
17.
Ooh.
I
You're
see.
waiting to
That's
say
what
that
I
one.
was like, I'm not gonna redo it.
I'm going to say one more than the highest one is. Okay. All right. And it is hooded character number uno. The 13 is the one that is,
11.
or number 11. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Number 11 is the one that is frozen. How long does that last? So it's over now?
I'm assuming it's a concentration spell.
It
as
is a
well.
concentration, and it is
So every turn
1
you-
minute.
I can roll
I
to
don't-
break it?
I don't think it's a roll to break. I think it's like if they get hit with something, they can roll to break it.
I like the spell card.
I
That's
actually
cool.
have hold person.
Thought I had it in here.
Let's see if I can find it before you find it.
So
Hold person. Choose a
that's
target at the end of each of its turns.
Yeah, so it's each turn.
So I think on its next turn, because it shouldn't get 2 rolls on it. Like, he has to roll once to do it. So on his next turn,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
starts, I believe.
yeah, that makes sense. So it is hooded figure number 1's turn, and he goes to Adam
Why would he want to do that?
because he doesn't want to be captured by you because you told him you were going to capture him.
I never said that.
In your brain, you did.
In my brain, I thought.
At least I'm safe inside my mind.
In my mind. That's funny.
Is that a good funny or a bad funny for
I
Adam?
rolled 2 dice with the same number on it. Does a 20 hit?
Yeah, that'll definitely miss. I wish.
Con save for the spell. That sucks.
You take 15 points of slam damage.
Slam damage. Slam over jam. Okay.
Go on, slam.
And it's hooded figure 11, frozen. We're not going to roll for the save this turn because we're going to call it that he already did.
Well, it might drop right now.
It's
Concentration.
oh, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah, it dropped.
Okay. Well, over here. This one's also going to attack you. Natural 20.
That's nope. Next level?
6th level.
6th level? Wow.
Yeah.
So you take...
I'm distracting them, guys.
So you take 16 points of slam damage.
At 10.
Estella,
Thankfully, I drank that.
you took a shot.
I took a shot. Gained extra 5.
We were slightly
That
damaged
sucks.
from last session.
You should have.
They healed me, and then I took a shot.
I guess I'll step out of cover into the hallway. So I do a little twirl. And I'm going to point at whoever is closest to me, which I think is number 1.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Command.
Okay.
Must succeed a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. What's the DC?
15.
Okay. Natural 1.
Hey. All right. I'm gonna say I'm gonna have to speak one word.
What are the effects if it is successful?
You speak one word command to a creature you can see within range, which is 60 feet, which is 60 feet.
Okay.
Follow the command on its next turn. The spell has no effect if the target is undead, if it doesn't understand your language, or your command is directly harmful to it. And I assume it spoke common when it spoke out loud, right?
It did.
So I'm going to yell, freeze.
Okay. That's the word he hears.
Yes.
Okay.
I know.
Freeze.
Alright. Is that the end of your turn?
Please. That's the. I'm gonna.
Move
Yes.
back to complete. Okay. Johnny.
All right.
Johnny's gonna move on up into a 30-foot range.
Mhm.
We're gonna use Tides of Chaos again. We're just gonna look down at one hand and flex it, and a lightning ball appears, and flex my other hand, and the lightning ball appears. We're gonna cast Witch Bolt on number 1.
Okay. So if number 1 gets hit, does it break the freeze?
No.
No.
Do they get to save again at all, or?
It,
15 plus...
It lasts 1 round, so its next turn it'll be frozen.
So 20 to hit?
Hits.
Oh no, okay, last
Alright.
round.
DM, do you want to roll for Wild Magic?
I do.
Oh, here we go.
Or I guess when it comes. Yeah.
73.
Ooh.
A random creature within 60 feet of you becomes poisoned for 1d4 hours.
1, 2, 3,
Hours?
4, 5, 6, 7. So I guess roll a D8 minus. Jeez.
Oh.
A D8 minus what?
Roll a D8, and if it's a 8, roll again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And 8 is reroll.
No, let's have Johnny roll it. He's the one who did this. Let's have him be the guilty one.
Also, number 1 takes 4 lightning damage.
Okay.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Well, I already rolled it. Unless you want to roll it and feel guilty. So
I
less
think-
guilty
I
if
wanna
the
feel
DM
guilty.
did.
Yeah,
I think he should
Yeah,
do
you
it.
did it. You did it.
You did this to us.
6.
Hey!
It's a 1! So he has to...
Is it number 11 or number 1?
Is number
Number
1.
1, because.
All of a sudden,
6,
as the
7.
lightning made contact, just a streak of green and purple just rushes down the bolt.
For 1d4 hours.
So,
You have to roll a
So he
D4
has
for
the
how many
poisoned
hours.
condition.
okay.
He's like, just as
And
planned.
how many poison damage was it?
It's not
not
damage.
damage.
It's just he has the condition poisoned.
Okay. But you did a lightning spell to hit him as well. How
Yes.
much damage was that? Just 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the poison's gonna last
1 hour.
1 hour, which is forever.
Yeah.
Or until death does he...
By the way,
Die.
you're still hidden.
Uh-huh. You're very hidden.
And
I'm-
Cast Without a Trace lasts for an hour or 2.
I'm exceptionally hidden.
30 to hide Kree. It's your turn.
Yes, I think I pull off a successful sneak attack. Let's see if I can aim right, however.
Natural 13?
Yeah, leave it.
Plus?
Don't mess with
Can you aim right?
No. In real
So for
life,
those of
no.
you who
You
can't,
missed the rolling
Yeah,
box by
2 of them.
2 feet.
2 rolling
3 boxes.
3 boxes.
19 to hit?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, D20 for damage.
Wow. Stupid.
Nice.
11 sneak damage to number 11. The closest
Number
hooded
1.
figure.
Oh, then you mean number 1 then.
Yeah, this is the one that's 11.
Yeah, let's go for number 1.
Okay.
Well,
Go down
there's
the
a lot of ones.
With the poison
going on.
condition, every round does he roll poison damage, a d4, or how does that work?
He's just...
It's disadvantage on.
should say up
yeah.
there.
Yeah, it's,
What
I think it's
poison is.
disadvantage on
Stuff.
Disadvantage on attack rolls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Bonus. Now, if I'm found by doing that attack, would he have noticed me after I pulled that attack off, however?
I think with all that's going on in his horrible life at the moment, he did not notice.
Okay. So if so, I'm going to take bonus action to hide again. But in this case, I'm going to take my bonus action to reload the crossbow.
Sounds good. Adam,
What's back to me? Nice.
it's to you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
It's still round 1.
I just got hit a bunch.
Yeah. You got slammed.
Yeah. I'm going to
WWE style.
Hexblade's Curse number 1 since he's the only one that's taken damage so far. And that it's an automatic thing. I deal proficiency bonus extra damage and I crit on 19s as well.
Mhm.
And I'm going to use that good old rapier and try to stabby stab. It'll hit with a 20 probably.
It hits.
Unnatural. And then I deal plus 5 plus 2, so it's 11 points of piercing damage right back at him.
Nice.
And I'm just going to shift in between them, not leaving their radius, just moving to this side of them.
Perfect. That completes your turn.
Yeah, action, bonus action movement. Yep, that's me.
Zediac?
I would like to kind of, I'm assuming my fly's still up.
Mm-hmm.
Weave through everybody and get within. You know what? No, I'm gonna get right up to him and attack with the whip and short sword.
Okay.
Because I don't have flanking.
What is the reach on the whip?
10 feet.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's a reach weapon.
Is it disadvantage within 5 feet, or
No.
is it still?
No, so I could technically hit the guy behind him.
Okay. Like you could like whip it.
Actually,
around.
what? No, I am gonna do that. I'm gonna stab number 11 with the short sword.
Okay.
Try to. Does a. It's not very good. Does a 12 hit?
You miss.
Miss. Okay. And then for the whip.
He was frozen. You were expecting him to wiggle, and you missed the one.
Oh wait.
Oh, if he's frozen, then I get advantage because he can't move.
That's on his turn that he's frozen.
No, is this the one you have hold? Oh no, you dropped it.
Yeah, because I got...
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no.
All right.
Number 1 is frozen on his next turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Whip is less than that, so I'm not gonna hit the other guy.
Okay.
All right, that's it for me.
Top of round 2, number 1, frozen. Correct.
He just freezes.
Okay. So now it's 11.
And
He's. What's up?
that ends at the end of the next round. So wait. Hold
Next
End
round
of
on
his-
your turn or his turn?
It lasts
Coming back
a
to you.
round.
Because it'd be around
Yeah,
from
so
him.
As in
around
you cast
from,
it,
from the
that's what I
cast. So
was
my next turn would be.
Okay. So number 11 is going to attack good old Adam.
And
I was
I'm going to
hoping-
use Sentinel
Oh!
to attack him with my whip
Feels good.
Okay.
because I have 10-foot reach. Actually, I'm not going to use this dice. I'm going to use my jade dice.
So does 12 hit Adam?
12 misses at him.
Okay. And you're
Does 21
attacking
The
because
one's
of
the
an
one that's
ability.
attacking him.
'Cause you
Yeah,
have
I
an
have a
ability.
feat. Yeah.
Okay.
Sentinel, I get to it if a hostile creature makes an attack on an ally of mine and I within reach, I get to attack it.
Okay. So he misses, and in the midst of that, do you hit him?
Yes,
You roll.
21.
Yes.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Awesome. So that's
No,
gonna.
miss.
So he's gonna take 3 slashing damage from the whip and 4 psychic damage.
Okay. 7 total.
Yeah.
Cool. And it's Estella's turn.
You guys got this right. It's gonna hold her action. It's a
Okay.
spell.
So just let me know when
Yeah.
you're there. Johnny. Here's Johnny.
Send a little surge through the witch bolt
Yeah.
for 10 damage.
To number 1.
Yep.
Okay. And is that a fun spell?
That's just, it lasts several rounds from when I first cast it.
Oh, yeah. I remember you did that back with the Banshee, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay. That's a cool spell.
And then I'm going to use Bardic Inspiration.
Oh.
Hey.
Let's
I
give
forgot
it to...
you're a bard.
We're going to give Bardic Inspiration to Adam. 'cause
Okay.
he's got the
Little
die.
Is it a D6 or...
You can add a d6 to one of your rolls.
Let's hear your little tune.
Adam, live up to your horse.
I'm trying!
She's gonna go, what?
Yeah. That's awesome. Kree.
Oh,
Kree.
great!
Man of the Shadow.
Sipping again.
Shooting a man of the cloth.
Continuing with what works best for Kree, stays hidden in the shadows, goes for a second attack with his freshly loaded crossbow and hits, hopefully, with a 16.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, awesome.
Bing, bing, boom.
Why stop what is good, except maybe he doesn't hit a very vital organ because he only goes for 4 damage.
Okay. And that's number 1?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And are you going to do any movement, or is that completed?
No. As long as I'm hidden, I'm staying exactly where I'm at. Why move when you have a gimp leg if you don't have to?
Perfect. It's your turn, Adam.
Adam. Okay. Adam really wants to put number one in his place. Because... Oh yeah, Adam's at this point, he's going to remember that number one read his mind and like, by the way, they're slightly psychic. I think. And go and stab him again. This time he's going to aim for his leg to try to cripple him a little bit, hopefully, if he regains his composure later.
And he's like, you shouldn't be here, fluffy shirt man. I'm just kidding. He's frozen.
I want to use the Bardic Inspiration because why not? Okay, so that's 16 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. That's the 8.
Good old Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, saved it. We need to level up. And this is not a ton of damage, but it is 9 damage.
Nice.
Yep. 9 damage to number 1.
Okay. Zediac, if Adam is done. Or do you want to move?
Does he want to move? Yeah, he's gonna risk it. He's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 right there.
And that would incur opportunity on 11 because one is
One is
frozen.
staying still, yep.
Yeah. So, what is that? 7. 13 to hit.
Just misses.
All right, you get away. Zediac.
All right.
I whip my hair back and forth.
Same thing. Stab.
Stab 1, whip
The frozen
11.
one. Yeah.
I mean,
Definitely no. That's a natural 1 for the.
We'll roll it again at advantage because he's frozen.
Oh, yeah, he is frozen. Good.
He is now frozen, yes.
Okay. 16 to hit with the short sword.
So you hit with the short sword.
Okay. 1 takes 5 damage from the short sword.
Okay.
And then 11 is going to... I'm going to miss that. That's 8.
Okay. As you pierce your sword into the frozen hooded figure, his whole body turns black and his eyes yellow with no pupils, and his hands start to be black claws, and he falls to the ground dead.
Mm-hmm.
Roll a perception check on what he might be.
Okay. Would I get advantage because I have advantage on Fiendish, Undead, and Fey?
No.
Okay. Then it's going to be a 11 for perception.
11. So you don't know what kind of beast exactly it is, but you know it to be some type of shape changer.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Top of the next round, and number 1's dead, so it doesn't matter. It's on his turn. 11. He is going to go to attack Zediac.
Bring it.
Bring it.
Let's do this.
And a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
Glad I got out when I did.
And he hits you for 8 slam damage.
All right.
And Estella, it's your turn.
I guess I'm gonna 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I could barely make it. I'm getting tired. I'm gonna come out and just start swinging my mace and just whack him.
Okay.
That is 16 to hit
Hits.
for 5 damage.
Nice.
5 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. completes your turn.
Yes.
Johnny.
I'm going to cast Sleep. We're going to target it far enough back so that it doesn't hit any of our party.
Okay.
We're going to upcast it to 2nd level. So that will be 7d8.
Is there a save?
Nope.
It's
Here, you
remaining
can use
hit
these
points.
two D8s.
It's raining dice.
So if you roll over his remaining hit points, he goes to sleep.
He goes to sleep.
Okay.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 10, 18, 20, 28, 36, 41.
He goes to sleep.
Hey.
Good. I was worried about that.
Alright. We captured one of them, killed another.
Wow.
Also, when one died, Adam would have healed. A little bit.
Okay.
Got mad at because Hexblade's curse.
So, now that you have...
I would like to, well, since he goes to sleep, I'd like to tie him up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or actually, I'm going to have Kree help me tie him up.
Kree being a
You're,
sailor.
you're probably better with knots.
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay.
You have any rope?
I have rope.
Good.
Yeah.
Wow. I know you have one in your traveler's pack, and I don't want to use mine.
Johnny's gonna
I mean,
lean
it's
up
pretty
against the wall and
standard,
just play a little song. Just. Ding, 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 ding.
Everyone roll perception again.
20. Unnatural.
20 unnatural.
20 unnatural.
You all hear more voices coming from the next room up here on the left.
Guys.
Adam, go check it out.
I'm not on spells, so I can't
Alright,
do this time.
I'm gonna
You need a nap?
stealth
Yeah, I need a
again
nap
on
too.
this.
We still have the thing, right?
That lasts for an hour.
Yeah.
Are you going to try to stealthily open the door, is what you're saying?
Well, no, are they coming outwards or are they just...
No, you just hear a singular muffled voice.
Alright, just so you guys know, I'm almost tapped out. So if we're gonna fight, I'm going to need to rely on you.
As Kree is tying up the guy, I
Moving
would
this
like to
body into
cast Cure Wounds on Adam.
Oh, thank you. He gets to heal people, not you.
Yeah, I'm life domain. If you're not dead, I'll heal you.
But if you're dead,
He'll kill you.
Estella will heal you.
Yeah, so slit your throat and then heal you.
Yeah.
Listen,
Did you die? Yeah, for a second.
Yeah, for a second.
did you die? The horse did.
Okay. You take ability modifiers.
Yeah,
So you're gonna take. You're gonna get.
What do these voices sound like?
10
Nice.
HP back.
Do we get like...
You can't make it out.
Could I go up to the door to try to get better here?
And I would move number one's body into the stairwell where the
Okay.
gate is, just to
Okay.
get out of view.
Yeah.
And then after doing that, he's going to try to hide it in stairwell.
You are?
Adam is, yeah.
Okay.
With another 15.
Yeah. You successfully hide.
What's the healing potion again?
So Estella,
It's 2d4.
you walked up to the
2d4
door
plus
to
2.
get it better here.
Plus 2. Plus 2. I'm gonna roll
It
with
just sounds like a
By the way.
muffled voice, even up on the
just leave it in
door,
there.
and you kind of hear like scuffling, such as
So 2
like
1.
maybe like some furniture moving,
It's garbage.
Is it...
I don't like
any
this
kind
healing
of-
potion. It's watered down.
just muffled
5.
voicing. That's all you hear.
These rooms are really soundproof.
Can we open the doors?
Yeah,
That can solve.
but you have to
That
tell,
can solve the ministry.
you have to tell me
Mystery.
the mystery.
Kree's still sobering up.
Yeah.
Do we recognize these bodies at all?
Huh?
Or with their... Do we recognize these figures, like, before the transformation or anything?
They just looked like people who worked at the church.
Kree takes a risk and opens the
I'm gonna go dip back.
Are you going to the stairwell with me or going down the hallway?
I'm just gonna hide.
All right.
I'm not gonna do that.
Or in the room that they
Remember,
came out of.
I'm invisible, so I can open doors with no...
Are you actually invisible?
He's not.
No.
He just
Kree
thinks he is.
opens the door,
He's drunk invisibility.
and you see 3 figures tied and gagged.
Oh, that's why.
2 resembling the men that you just fought, and 1 is Brother Snork. And we'll
Let's kill him.
leave you there until next week.
Good spot. Seriously, what's